Hello everybody, Solution here with another interesting video with Studio One. And before we continue, please kindly subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Moving on. So we'll talk about saving in Studio One, saving and renaming in Studio One, basically. Saving in Studio One is a general code for saving, no matter the kind of software you're using, whether it be the gaming software or you're typing or something. It's always Control S for Windows and the Command S for the MacBook users. Yeah. For one, let's talk about renaming. Renaming is quite easy on Studio One. Let's say you picked a bad name or you forgot to actually input the name of a project before starting that project. You could easily just head over to File, then Rename, and that's it. Currently, it's set as Tutorial 1. I can change it as, let's say, Proton Audio. Now, mind you, Tutorial 1 over here where my cursor is right now, that is the current name. But once I click on this OK, it has changed to Proton Audio. Now I can just do my Control S again. This is good. Now, if I want to export, let's say I'm done with this file, or let's say I finished producing and I want to export my song for the mix engineer to work on. There's a code for this for Studio One is Control Shift. It's Control Shift E for Studio One. Control plus Shift plus E on Studio One. But obviously you need to know the direction because it's not always, for me it is Control plus Shift plus E, but it's not always the same for every system you meet out there. So if you want to do it manually, you have to head over to Song. You see export stems, export mixdown. When you're exporting mixdown, it takes everything as a whole. For example, let's say I add my own voice. Let's add my voice over here. So let's say oh yeah, record me da 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 dee da da dee da 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 da. Anyway, you get the idea. So this is audio and this. So if I'm selecting, coming over here and selecting export mixdown, it takes my entire project as a whole. Oh yeah, by the way, before we go there, if you want to export, there are options for exporting. My preferred option for exporting is, first of all, do Control A to select everything. Then I draw on a Shift P. I select everything and make sure I drag this guy over to the area I want to bounce out, that I want to actually stem out, bounce out or stem out, whatever terms you prefer using. Then after that, I can now come over to Song. Then if I'm exporting as a whole, I go to Export Mixdown. If I'm exporting individually, like individual tracks, I head over to Export Stems, which is this. Now, once I do this here, you can always select, you can change the location of where you want it to go to. When you want that particular file to be saved to, you can easily change your location to, let's say, desktop or somewhere else, so that it will be easier for you to find. Locations can be changed. For your prefix name, file name, I recommend you leave it open. Just clear it up. Clear it up. Clear it up. That's my recommendation for this. Right? Clear it up. Then for the export range, because of what I already did over here, because I already selected between the beginning and over here, that is basically a loop. So between loops, not between song, not between each marker, none of these. Between loop make things easier to export. Sure, there are other formats to export which we'll actually discuss later in other videos, but my suggestion for this is go between loops. For your file name, leave it empty. That's when you bounce out, what you have is just soft piano and track, instead of having a prefix name in front of it. What a prefix name does is that it adds the name you put here in front of these guys, making the names of each track longer. I don't want that. So once you're done with selecting everything, yeah, for your options, yeah, you can select multiple options there. Split mono, key speaker formats, use real-time processing, write tempo to audio files. These are all there, but they are not compulsory. You don't have to click on anything. Then once I'm done with this, you can just go ahead and clear select. Okay. Then dialog box should appear. And here I have it. Soft piano and track. Easy, right? Yeah. So I'll see you in the next video. My name is Solution. Once again, remember to hit that subscribe button. Very, very important. Subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in the next one.